Welcome back. Justin R. Harris here. Business solutions scenarios solved every single day based off the readings of Peter F. Drucker, the Daily Drucker. Got to dig in on it. This one goes on a little bit of a history lesson where it talks about how basically communication within business was established, and it talks about the British in India. This was prior to World War I, before they vacated. They were there for like 200 years. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of history on this one, so let's dig right in. The topic is successful information-based organization. So this is what they considered successful. I'm going to tell you which part of it was successful, because obviously today it's probably, not probably, it's definitely outdated. The way we move information now is totally different. And so it says the best example of a large and successful information-based organization, and one without any middle management at all, was the British Civil Administration in India. Okay, the British ran an Indian subcontinent for 200 years, right? From the middle of the 18th century through World War II. Okay, so it was World War II, it was not World War I. I was off on that one. The Indian civil service never had more than 1,000 members to administer the vast and densely populated subcontinent. Most of the Britishers lived along the isolated outposts in their nearest countrymen, a day or two of travel away. So that's how far apart they were, about a day or two away. That's pretty big. Well, then again, based on what type of travel back then. So horseback, you know what I mean? They rode elephants over there too. So, you know. And for the first 100 years, there was no telegraph or railroad. So think about that. The organization structure was totally flat. Each district officer reported directly to the COO, the provincial political secretary. And since there were 9 provinces, each political secretary had at least 100 people reporting directly to him. Each month, the district officer spent a whole day writing a full report to the political secretary in the provincial capital. He discussed each principal task. He would put down in detail what he had expected. He would expected would happen, okay, and with respect to each of them, what exactly did happen and why, and if there's a discrepancy, okay. If the two differed, then they would move forward with that on those discrepancies, right? Then he wrote down what he expected would happen in the ensuing month with respect to each key task and what he was going to do about it. Asked questions about the policy, commented on the long-term opportunities, threats, and needs, and in turn, the political secretary wrote back a full comment. Action point. Reflect on any similarities between your organization and the British Civil Administration in India. Well, in short, we move a lot faster, don't we? I mean, I can text you, and in milliseconds, you will receive that text, all according to your data service plan with whatever service provider you have, right? So we know we move a lot faster than that when it comes to that. So that's really not the question here. So really what it is, and that's the obvious, so let's get past that. Really what we're talking about is the redundancy process. So asking the right questions, knowing the right questions to ask, then having someone to consult with on their thoughts on it before making a total decision and moving forward. That's really what it is. So you look at your company, your business, whatever it is that you do, that is your small empire, okay, look at that, reflect on it, and ask yourself, are you doing the proper analysis and process of elimination to communicate what you need communicated to the rest of your staff or to yourself? Honestly, are you writing down everything and staying on top of it so that you could be as efficient as possible? By doing that, I do that. And by doing that, you actually stay on task. And what I really like is, so I have an Android phone for all you iPhoners out there. I think you need an app for this, but our phones already do it. iFuture Text and Google Future send out emails. So when I'm sitting there, even late at night, and I know there's something I need to do, I did my research or what have you, I'm going to future email, future text, all that stuff because I don't want to forget. And then I know it's all sent out. So when my phone is blowing up the next day, I know that it all went out at certain times of day that I expect that you would be available or so forth. And I didn't forget. That's how you stay on top of it. You got your information out, you did your research, it all goes out ahead of plan, and you're on top of your business, and you move on to the next task. Real simple, right? And because of that, you stay ahead of the curve, and hopefully you make decisions real quick. So just a little step there, helping you move forward with your business scenarios. That one was a great one with communication. Where we are today, applying it today. Remember, this book was written in 2004. Look how many light years ahead we are now. That's crazy. So, thanks for tuning in. Check it out tomorrow. Another problem solved.